Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this Tuesday night broadcast from the Ector County Coliseum in Odessa, Texas. For the first time, I'm Alex Von Koidel, bringing you Wildcats hockey presented by Armored Roofing. Well, it's been a bit of a bumpy ride of late for the Wildcats. 2 Fridays ago, they were defeated by the last-place Amarillo Bulls at the Amarillo Civic Center, and this past weekend, after nearly collapsing on Friday night, they were crushed on home ice by the Topeka Roadrunners. After flying out of the gates to the best record in the North American Hockey League, the Wildcats have appeared mortal lately. As for the Odessa Jackalopes, well, new and improved would be putting it lightly. This was one of the worst teams in the NAHL last season, but has jumped out to a solid 9-5-1 record early on in this campaign. They have only lost to 3 teams this season: the Minnesota Wilderness at the Showcase, the Amarillo Bulls, and of course the Wichita Falls Wildcats. 3 of the Jackalopes' 5 regulation losses have come from the Wildcats this season, all of them at the KYC. However, much like the Wildcats, the Jacks have turned their home rink into a fortress. They've only lost 1 game at the Ector County Coliseum, and that came in a shootout at the hands of the Amarillo Bulls a few weeks ago. Other than that one hiccup, they've been perfect in this building, and they look to continue here on this Tuesday night against one of the top teams in the league. Will they be able to, or will the Wildcats be able to snap out of their funk? We'll find out shortly. Wildcats Jackalopes next. There you have it. The playing of our country's national anthem has just concluded. The starting lineups tonight for the Odessa Jackalopes. Zach Zeck's line will be the choice for head coach Greg Gatto and the Jackalopes. He will be flanked by Zach Main on the left side, Ryan McKellar on the right. On defense for Odessa, Andrew McLean, number 18, in the cream-colored jerseys this evening on the left side on defense. And on the right side, Daniel Corrali, the recently committed young man to the University of Alaska Fairbanks. Number 10 in cream will be the right defenseman, Coach Gatto and the Jackalopes. In between the pipes, it was supposed to be Gunnar Rivers, but he's in the hospital as we speak. Bit of an issue he's been having for the last few days. We hope the best for him. So Gunnar Rivers unavailable for this game. Dean Schatzer, the Dartmouth commit, will be in his stead here tonight. He will be tending goal for the Jackalopes. And the starting lineup for your Wichita Falls Wildcats, brought to you by Pelicans, is as follows. Nick Rosa at center. He's flanked by Austin Albrecht and Johnny Lazarus. That 20s line still intact. On defense, Jeff Baum and Demantis Sipis get the nod for Coach LaFontaine and the Wildcats. And in between the pipes, Justin Kappelmaster, the Coral Springs, Florida native, the well-spoken goaltender for the Wildcats, will be tending goal here on this Tuesday night. The referee tonight, Tim Farrell. The linesmen are Michael Fasani and Tyler Loftus, and the players line up as we await the opening face-off here at the Ector County Coliseum on this Tuesday night, the first Tuesday night the Wildcats have had a game. Here we go. Nick Rosa lines up across from Zach Zeck. Zeck wins the opening face-off, and we're underway. Andrew McLean goes D-to-D early on for Daniel Corrali, who gives him the return pass. Corrali has it once more, right wing side. Sends it cross ice, and it bounced off the sideboards and all the way down. Nick Rosa is back to touch for the first whistle of the game as the Jackalopes have iced the puck. Period of Wildcats hockey is brought to you by American Classifieds. Nick Rosa lines up to take the draw for the second time against Zach Zeck this evening. Won by Zeck for the second time. Whacked around the end boards there. Zach Main will try to clear. He cannot. Held in at the point by Rosa. Goes in behind the net. Daniel Corrali in control. Sends it to the left wing side. The Jackalopes emerge out to center. Ryan McKellar bats at it. The Wildcats taking over possession. Jeff Baum up the near half wall. It eluded the stick of Albrecht. Corrali has it again. Corrali chips it out to center. The puck flops in the air. Gloved down by Zach Zeck, right wing side. Beaten to the puck by Demontis Sipis. He's been a healthy scratch for the last 2 games, so we'll see what he can do. Reinserted into the lineup. Looks like Baum has just iced the puck, so he will be unable to make a line change. Rourke Russell having to jump back onto the bench. Minute into this game here, still no shots on goal. Adam Goodsir lines up against the Swedish power forward, Hampus Sjödahl. And Sjödahl won the draw. Levin's shot from long range went off the body out in front. Sjödahl picks up the puck. He's run into along the glass by Demontis Sipis, who tries to chip the puck up to Austin Bolio, and he does so. Bolio sends it through the middle, a bit too far for Adam Goodsir. Goodsir going after it now, battling for it with Cooper Zeck, who knocks it loose. Russell keeps it alive at the point. Goodsir's former teammate with the Oakland Junior Grizzlies chipped it down low. Nikita Litviak backhands one towards the corner for Bolio. Guided onto the back, round swings it D-to-D, and Russell was handcuffed by it, so he just chipped it into the far corner. Picked off by Sjödahl. Sent it to the middle, and here come the Jackalopes. Raymar dumps it into the Wildcat zone. Rounds his pass, fooled Yeager a bit, and the Jacks are right back into the offensive zone. Dropped off for Corrali. His long shot missed the net. Squirts through Kapellmester's 5-hole. A second chance went off the referee. Rippon centers. Backhand shot missed the net from Tucker. Held in Corrali's shot. Sticked up and out of play by Andre Paisan, so we get a whistle. And a big break for the Wildcats. That was some sloppy defensive zone play, but they didn't get burned. We remain scoreless here at the Ector County Coliseum, 2 minutes into the game. Still no official shots, though. That one looked like it could have been credited as one. And it looks like Rourke Russell is in the Wildcats penalty box. So just 2 minutes in, the Wildcats have found themselves short-handed already. And they go to work on their first Parkway Grill penalty kill of the night. They have been outstanding on the PK this season. Their last game, however, against Topeka, conceded 2 power play goals. Here's a long shot, fought off Kapellmeister. Loose puck in the slot, knocked free by Reisinger, but not out. Blasted around the boards by Andrew McLean. Corrali feathers it down low. Eric Carreras turns away from Demontis Sipis. Matt Hines, rather, back to the point. Corrali, D-to-D for McLean. With tons of time, Corrali drives one into the glove of Kapellmeister, who hangs on. And it's interesting to see now the Wildcats on the penalty kill collapsing a little bit more we're used to seeing. So a bit of a different look from the Wildcats coaching staff and the shorthanded units. Andre Paisan to take the draw against his fellow European, Hampus Sjödahl. And Johnny Lazarus is now skating off of the ice. He's followed by Wildcats medical personnel. Corrali goes D-to-D again, so we'll keep you informed on the situation there as it unfolds. Derek Brown has it. The Niagara University commit played it in behind the net for Hampus Sjödahl. Slid around the boards, and it eluded the stick of Corrali and all the way down. Schatzer will drop it off for his other defenseman, Andrew McLean. 1 minute has gone by on the Rourke Russell penalty, and the Wildcats have done a good job of keeping shots to the outside. Main picks it up in behind the net, is tripped up by Demontis Sipis, but no call. Main plays it around the boards. McLean's shot redirected wide by Derek Brown, guided back to Corrali near point. Deep slot, McLean takes a shot, blocked by Paisan's skates. Taken once more by Derek Brown, played in behind the net. Sjödahl centers one, intercepted there by Austin Bolio, who skates it back the other direction and will just clear the puck all the way down, completing perhaps the final line change on this penalty kill. Corrali's got it now, in behind his own net, drops it off. Jake Levin Cooper Zek, the younger brother to Zach Zek, floats it into the near corner and around the backboards. Dalton is there. Fires it as hard as he could all the way around, and that's going to just about do it. 10 seconds remain on this Jackalopes power play. Time for perhaps one last shot. Jake Levin behind his own net. Schatzer, the Odessa goaltender, tapping his stick to alert the players on the ice of Rourke Russell exiting the penalty box, and he just now has, and the Wildcats have improved to 1-for-1 on the penalty kill this evening. So good start for their Parkway Grill penalty kill. They looked pretty good on it. And they certainly need to improve after last Saturday's PK. Did not get the job done. Conceded 2 power play goals. Probably the only time this season that that's happened. Van Wy had a blowout behind the net, dropped in behind once more. Gatto's got it, pinned to the end boards. Taylor Gatto, the son of the Odessa Jackalopes head coach Greg Gatto. Here's a long wrist shot through traffic. Stick save is made by Kappelmaster. Carter Wade collides in the far corner. Ryan Burnett backhands one through the slot. It's going to be picked up near wall by Garrett Van Wy and dropped off for Michael Rounds. Rounds in behind his own net. Delays. The easy pass to Alexei Poikala. Rourke Russell leading the rush the other way, down the right wing side. Protects the puck, goes behind the net, lost a handle on it. Russell was chased down by Taylor Gatto, and the Jackalopes have stolen the puck away. Here comes Jake Levin. Hooks one into the opposite corner. It is now occupied by 3 players, 2 of whom are Wildcats, who end up with it. Austin Albrecht on his off wing, sidesteps a couple of Jackalopes, gains the blue line, takes the shot, in and out of the glove, rebound, missed the stick of Andre Paisan, who would have had an open net to shoot at. Baum played it across, Sipis pinches in, takes a slap shot, didn't get all the way through. Puck fired around the near wall. Baum jumps into the play to keep it alive, at least momentarily. Meanwhile, Tucker played it behind the net, intercepted by Albrecht. He's handcuffed. Paisan rescues possession of the puck, backhands it back to the blue line. Jeff Baum takes the shot, missed the stick of Rosa, which he was hoping for, and we get a whistle stopping play. Still no sign of Johnny Lazarus. In his stead on the 20s line is Andre Paisan, another player wearing a number 20. A number in the 20s, I should say. So we'll see if they decide to double shift Paisan or rotate players in that position. Bolio guides it back. Jeff Baum gets it to his wheelhouse and shoots, and it was fought off well by Schatzer. Picked up by Bolio, guided back, left point, Baum. Takes a shot, didn't get past Bolio. It blocked him unintentionally. Bolio's got it. Right corner behind the net for Goodsir. Goodsir guides it back to the blue line. Baum finds an open Bolio. He shoots, fought off by Schatzer. Whacked out of midair and out to center. Baum is going to get to it, but the Jacks are going to be able to make at least a partial line change as Bolio is cut offside, so we get a whistle stopping play. 6 minutes have gone by here in period 1 of Wildcats hockey, brought to you by American Classified. Still no score in your game between the Wildcats and the Jackalopes. The Jacks leading the Wildcats in the shot department 4-2. And a neutral zone faceoff will follow here. Not won cleanly by either side, but it's brought the other direction by Brandon Tucker. Ran into the skates of Eric Yeager. Carreras did as well. Played behind the Wildcats goal. Jake Dalton with some time to take a look. Dalton will chip it off the sideboards. Paisan will shoot it further all the way in behind the Jackalopes net. Batted around the boards, too far for Reisinger, not too far for Hines, who played it and kept it alive, but not for long. Here come the Jackalopes the other way. Brought over the blue line by Rick Rippin rather. Overskated by Rippin, whacked loose there by Brandon Tucker. Back to the blue line, Corrali keeps it in. Rippin. The net. Eric Yeager trying to take Tucker out of the play. Tucker doing a good job, and the shot goes in. And the referee waving this goal off. It's not going to count. I believe he may be saying Kappelmaster was interfered with. It looked like Rippin from behind the net, or Tucker rather, centered it for Matthew Rippin, who was lurking in the blue ice. And it looks like, according to the referee Tim Farrell, he was in a bit too tight on Kappelmaster, or no, the net was dislodged. The linesman Tyler Loftus readjusting the pegs, and boy, that's a big break for the Wildcats. And the Odessa head coach, Greg Gatto, demanding an explanation now. It was not a clean goal, but it certainly didn't appear, at least from this angle, like there was anything wrong with it. Nevertheless, it will not count, and the Wildcats have dodged a big bullet there. And it looks like Hampus Sjödahl, the Swedish power forward, will be kicked from his spot in the face-off circle and be replaced by Gray Marr. Nice Canadian who was picked up by the Jackalopes over the offseason. Only 5'8", but he's done an incredible job as a 95, leading this team in a variety of different areas. Number 19, vanilla-colored jerseys. He had 12 points to his credit this season as a Jackalope. On the team. Here's Andrew McLean for Daniel Corrali. Corrali chips it up the boards and out to center and beyond. Russell, pressured by Sjödahl, just drops it safely back for Rounds, who gives him the return. Russell now gave it away. Here's Derek Brown, put it in front, a backhand shot, just missed the net. And a centering pass fought off by Kappelmaster, goes back behind the goal. Boy, once again, the Cats dodging a major bullet. Kappelmaster losing his stick. Not sure if he made that save, but what an egregious turnover by Rourke Russell in his own zone. Here's a long shot. Fought off by Kappelmaster awkwardly, but he made the save. Regardless, only going to be credited with his his fifth of the night. And Rourke Russell getting a bit of an earful on the Wildcats bench. And it happens to the best of us. You see a pass you want to make and don't see everything else. And that everything else happened to be a Jackalope right in the most dangerous area of the ice, just waiting to pick off the pass. Jake Levin in his own zone as we near the midway point of period one, brought to you by American Classifieds. Cooper Zek fires it out to center, and a bit further Nick Rosa's back in his own zone. Plays it back to Jeff Baum, the lone veteran defenseman and the lone Texas native on this Wildcats roster. Manages to work it out to center, but only just. Levin, D-to-D, Cooper Zek. Return for Jake Levin, who negotiates his way through neutral ice and sky hooks one into the offensive zone. Jeff Baum is back. D-to-D for Sipus. Returns for Baum. Baum off the center glass. Nick Rosa scoops it up. Rosa tries to drop it off for Albrecht, who works hard and battles his way onto the puck. Rosa screening Levin. Albrecht picks up the puck and tried to center for Reisinger. It was not in his wheelhouse, so it goes all the way through and out to center. Jake Dalton gunning after it. He's pursued hotly there by Eric Carreras, who's going to beat him to it. He centers a shot. Pad save Kappelmaster. Albrecht scoops up the rebound, skates it back down his off wing with tons of speed. Adam Goodsir trailing close behind. And it looked like, oh, down goes Albrecht. He was just woken up there by Matthew Rippon as a crossover move from Carreras didn't work out. In behind Kappelmaster's net now, a backhand attempt. Ends up in the slot, picked up by Dalton. And he's got plenty of time. Looked like Albrecht going back about 30 seconds ago on the offensive rush. Albrecht and Adam Goodsir collided a little bit, and it was just enough to shove Albrecht right into Matthew Rippon's kitchen, and Rippon just barreled into him. Gave him a healthy hit.
Go, Jacks, go!
Adam Goodsir out to Max Reisinger. He's got some time down the right wing side. Reisinger lost a handle on the puck. No penalty upcoming. He had a partial breakaway. Rourke Russell's shot blocked. Goes into the slot, and the Jackalopes able to clear out to center. Michael Rounds is back. Bolio falls down in the neutral zone. Jaeger recorrals possession, gets it over the blue line, but not very far. Schultz skates it back the other way. Dropped off, Gatto's drive, pad save, rebound. Another save is made by Kappelmaster. Picked up by Rounds, given to Rourke Russell. Paisan is just brought down to the ice by Daniel Corrali. Another big hit by the Odessa Jackalopes, who were just taking it to these Wildcats here early on in the first period, which is now halfway complete. Eric Yeager with some speed, right wing side, gains the line, takes it behind the net, centers through the net mouth, just too far for Reisinger. Chipped back to the point, held in momentarily, Baum coughed it up. Here goes Hampus Shodal. Shodal in, shoots. Oh, and fought off by Kappelmaster. That stung him, he's down. It looked like it hit him right in the neck. Kappelmaster in some serious discomfort after having made that last save. Now he receives some attention from some Wildcats on the ice, and the Jackalopes trainer, it looks like, is now out, making sure Kappelmaster is okay. Looks like he's having difficulty breathing after that last shot. Just clocked him right in the neck area, or perhaps right below it. And the Wildcats trainer as well, working his way back onto the ice after having tended to Johnny Lazarus, who I still do not see. Well, 9:05 remains in this first period of Wildcats hockey, which is brought to you by American Classifieds. Still no score in our game. There was a goal that was called off, and it was scored by the Jackalopes. It looked like Matthew Rippon was the one who should have been credited with the goal. Not exactly sure why it was called off. I think the net might have been a bit dislodged when it had crossed the line, but it was waved off regardless. The Jackalopes have outplayed the Wildcats up till this point in the game. 10 shots to 3. And 2 very hard hits. One from Corrali and one from Matthew Rippon. Hampus Shodal lines up in the face-off circle to the left of Justin Kappelmaster. The tie-up, batted into the corner boards. Graymar scoops it up, goes behind the net for Hampus Shodal, who kicks it back to his stick, battling for it with his fellow Scandinavian, Alexi Poikala. Poikala ends up with it behind the net, dodges a bullet there in the form of Derek Brown. Brown battles for it along with Poikala. In behind the Wildcats goal, Brown ends up with it, chips it back to the right point, missed the stick of Jake Levin, and goes all the way down, so Schatzer will play it around the end wall. Cooper Zek turns it over. A centering attempt was picked off by Eric Carreras, the only guy in the vicinity. Batted back out into neutral ice and beyond. Van Wy will try to use his speed to get to the puck, but a slashing penalty is forthcoming here against the Jackalopes. Van Wy had his stick stretched out to push the puck a bit forth to himself and earn a breakaway for himself, and the stick was just slashed and broken in two. But I believe that was Jake Levin. So, for the first time here tonight, the Wildcats go to the power play. That was Cooper Zek, my apologies, who took the slashing penalty. And for the first time tonight, the Wildcats go to work on the Jim Arnold Collision power play. Jeff Baum has it right point, guides it towards Reisinger. He shot one through traffic that was redirected on goal and into the glove of Dean Schatzer. 8 minutes and 18 seconds remain in this game. Still no score. Shots favoring the Jacks significantly, 10-4. But the Wildcats with a glorious opportunity to get themselves off and running in this game with a power play goal. Albrecht, Baum. Reisinger mishandling a bit. Yeager rescuing possession. Chips it off the boards back to Baum, walking the blue line. Deals a saucer pass in the direction of Yeager. Cross ice for Litviak. Baum hammers a one-time drive that was partially blocked by Yeager. In behind the net, far corner. Reisinger for Baum. Baum for Litviak. Litviak had to rescue it and just backhand one towards the Jackalopes, and they've been able to clear the puck. Eric Yeager in possession now in his own zone. 1:20 to go on the Jim Arnold Collision power play, the first of the game for the Wildcats. Played into the middle for Yeager. He's in. He played it across. Just missed the stick of Albrecht. That would have been a slam dunk if he could have batted it home. Albrecht now drops it off for Litviak, but it was cleared before it got to him, so Kappelmaster will leave it for Jake Dalton. It remains on this power play. Still no score in the game. Dalton works his way ahead. Most recently committed Wildcats player to a Division I college. This is Jake Dalton. He will be attending Bowling Green State University up in Ohio. And we've got an offside whistle here against the Wildcats. So a neutral zone face-off will ensue here. Alexi Poikla, Austin Bolio, Andre Pizon, Ryan Burnett, and Jake Dalton on the ice for this Jim Arnold Collision power play. Dalton slides it across the ice. Andre Pizon gains the Odessa line, chipped it towards the corner. Poikla turns with it, plays it back to the far point, played into the middle. Bolio with tons of room, skates in, takes the shot, just missed. Goes around the half boards, and Tucker will just chip it out to center. And Bolio is back to pick it up. Less than half a minute remains on this power play. Alexi Poikla, left wing side. Eludes a body check from Jake Levin. Bolio chips it back to the blue line for Dalton. Walks the line, returns for Bolio. Played it across. One-timer from Poikla. Hit the glass up high. And over the net, Dalton keeps it in once more. Bolio wanted Burnett. He got it to him. Burnett played it across. Intercepted there by Shodal, who's in a foot race for possession, and he chips it out to center. And the Jacks have killed off their first penalty of the game. As Dalton played it dangerously off the stick of an Odessa forechecker in the form of Gray Marr, and it rolls on goal, so we get another whistle as Kapelmaster hangs on for a defensive zone face-off with 6 minutes and 17 seconds remaining here in period 1. Still no score in your game. Nick Rosa lines up across from Hampus Shodal. Van Wy overskated the puck. Rosa chips it back up the boards for him. Van Wy takes a hit from behind. No penalty against the Jackalopes. Rosa guys one out to the point, but held in beautifully at the point. Tucker takes a long shot, stick down by Kapelmaster, and he holds on. Michael Rounds now, springs Adam Goodsir down the right wing side against Corrali. He slams on the brakes, looks to the trailer. Russell takes the shot, blocked down by Gray Marr. Rolls into the far corner. Garrett Van Wy picks it up, tried to center off the stick of Rosa. No luck with that. Played off the half boards, kept in Russell. Russell tried to feed it for Adam Goodsir. Instead, Derek Brown ends up with it, chips it ahead, not out. Played it to a wide open Van Wy who shoots, he scores! Garrett Van Wy opens the scoring for the Wildcats. He was left wide open right in the slot, and the Cats lead 1-0. That is going to be Garrett Van Wy's 4th goal as a Wichita Falls Wildcat. The Jackalopes are back into the Wildcats zone. Center ice, Baum shoots it back into Odessa ice. Back to the point, Hines with some time, takes a shot, went off the side of the goal. Reisinger around the end boards, Pizon chips it back to Dalton, walks the line, takes a shot through traffic, just missed the net. Played to the corner, Reisinger slid it into the slot. The net has been knocked loose, so we get a whistle, and the Jackalopes not happy with it. The reason they weren't happy with it is because it looked like they would have had a chance with numbers going the other way. But instead it stays in their own zone.
Jacks, go.
However, the Jacks are out to center with it. Brandon Tucker in a foot race against the other number 8 in Matt Hines. Both of them colliding in behind the net. Picked up by Carreras. He looks, he holds. Carreras takes the shot. It ricocheted off a skate. Goes all the way through the net mouth. Carreras gets it back. Centers. Rippin whacks at it, but it bounced up in the air and eluded his stick. Back around the end. While it goes once more. Carreras turns. Guides it towards the corner. Rippin. Sealed off by Adam Goodsir. Playing responsibly defensively in his own zone is Goodsir. Dalton chips it out to center. Austin Bolio, left wing side, delays. Played it into the middle, and the puck was read beautifully there by Cooper Zek, who leads the rush the other way as a defenseman. Dropped off. Another pass. Carrera's shot, stopped by Kappelmaster. And Wildcats dig out the loose puck and skate it out of danger. Another odd man rush from Odessa is denied as Michael Rounds will just shoot the puck into the paraphernalia of the goaltender Dean Schatzer, who will hang on and take a defensive zone draw as we are nearing the waning stages of period 3. Period 1 rather. 3.5 to go in period 1. 1-0 the score in favor of the Wildcats. The lone goal coming off the stick of Garrett Van Wy for the 4th time this season. But the Jacks with a significant lead in the shots department. They're up 12-5. Rourke Russell, pursued by Taylor Gatto, manages to get the puck out to center for Rounds, who is pushed down there by Carter Wade. The other number 11, Rourke Russell, has it for the Wildcats. Van Wy holds the puck in, left point in the Jackalope zone, kicks it to his stick, takes it wide, delays and pulls up. Garrett Van Wy looks and just deals it to the corner for Ryan Burnett. Swung to the outside. Rourke Russell takes a shot through traffic, seen and held by Schatzer, who's got his 5th save of the night. Dean Schatzer and Gunnar Rivers have pretty much traded games this season. Schatzer with 8 games played and Gunnar Rivers with 7. Again, Rivers was expected to start tonight, but an unforeseen medical problem prohibited him from doing so, so Schatzer is the choice instead. And again, we hope the best for Gunnar Rivers, the former Lone Star Brahmas goaltender, as he recovers in the hospital. The Jackalopes have just iced the puck. Still no sign of Johnny Lazarus here, folks. Litviak is out there in his stead now, so as I was mentioning earlier, Paisan actually not double shifting. Coach LaFontaine electing to rotate players in Lazarus's stead. Baum jumps about 3 feet in the air and gloves the puck down, and the referee tonight, Tim Farrell, said he played it with a hand pass, so we get a whistle, no further play. 2.5 to go in period 1, 1-0 the score in favor of the Wildcats. The only goal being scored by Garrett Van Wy, his 4th of the year. His 10th point. The 8th Wildcat to reach the 10-point plateau this season. Congratulations to Garrett. The Jackalopes have just fired this puck directly out of play, so they will take a defensive zone face-off. 2 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the first period, brought to you by American Classifieds. 1-0 the score, favoring the Wildcats. And they have a chance on an offensive zone face-off. It will be Nick Rosa once again taking the draw against Zach. This time Rosa wins it. Albrecht takes a shot. Stick save Schatzer. Picked up by Rosa. He centers another shot. Fought off Schatzer. Litviak and Albrecht banging away at the puck, and Schatzer's got it in his glove. So no further play. Dean Schatzer looking strong in net. Aside from the first goal, which was by no means his fault, Garrett Van Wy was left wide open in the slot. And the Jackalopes turned it over in their own zone. Tough to blame the goalie on that one. On the other hand, Justin Kappelmaster also has been solid. Stopped all 12 shots he has faced up till this point. Conceded one that did not count. Offside whistle against the Wildcats. Gets it into Odessa territory. Jake Levin swings it D to D. Cooper Zek left wing side. Drops it right back off for Levin. He's got it neutral ice. Chips it up the sideboards. Baum played it back into center. He has it again. Jeff Baum through the neutral zone. Over the Odessa logo. Leads the rush and steps across the line. Lost the handle on it. And the Jackalopes are back out to center with it. Shodal run into along the half wall by Sipus. Loose puck picked up by Brown, who manages to get Baum down and out of position. Brown has to turn away from Sipus. Manages to get it to Marr. Graymar down low for Shodal. Swings it across. Litviak chops at it. Works its way back out to neutral ice, and Shodal is there. Shodal is tied for the lead in points on this team with Brandon Tucker with 15 on the year.
Jack, make some noise. 1 minute remaining in the first period.
We've heard from the public address announcer here at the Ector County Coliseum. 1 minute remains. A long shot from Hines is blocked down by McLean. And the last minute of play is brought to you by La Quinta Inn & Suites, the official host hotel of your Wichita Falls Wildcats. Meanwhile, Andre Paisan back in his own zone. Chips it off the half boards and out to center. Ends up in the Wildcat zone. Matt Hines behind his own goal. Pressured by Brandon Tucker. Goes around the boards calmly for Dalton. Dalton ahead for Eric Yeager. Played across for Matt Hines. The Wildcats having a difficult time clearing this puck out of their own zone. 20 seconds remain. Finally, Dalton saucers one out to center and beyond. This will go the length, so icing will be the call against Wichita Falls, and that was not the best play to take in that situation. 15 seconds remain. The Jackalopes with a chance on an offensive zone draw to get this game tied up before heading into period 2. And during the first intermission, Wildcats fans, we're going to have an interview with Wildcats center Nick Rosa. We hope you enjoy that. Hampus Shodal has it. Time for one last shot for the Jackalopes. Shodal mishandling. Bolio picking his pocket. And that'll just about do it for period 1. Litviak with one last shot. Easy stick save by Schatzer, and that's going to finish the first period, brought to you by American Classifieds. After 20 minutes of play, the Wildcats have a 1-0 lead over the Odessa Jackalopes. The lone goal being scored off the stick of Garrett Van Wy off a defensive zone breakdown by the Odessa Jackalopes, and Van Wy took full advantage for his 4th goal and 10th point on the season for the Wildcats. We're going to take a short break here at the Ector County Coliseum. When we come back, we'll have an intermission report for you with Wildcats center Nick Rosa. All that and more coming your way next. Stay tuned. Voice of your Wichita Falls Wildcats, and I'm joined up here pregame by Wildcats center Nick Rosa. Nick, thanks so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So, Nick, you're new to junior hockey. This is your first season as a Wichita Falls Wildcat. If you could just tell the listeners a little bit about yourself, about your background, and kind of summarize your game for us in a nutshell.
Okay, well, I come from Birmingham, Michigan. I played high school hockey for the past 4 years. Before that, I played AA hockey. Um, really a humble background, not really much play hockey, no much, but here we won the state championship, and basically as I am a defensive forward. Um, uh, Out my game first, and then offense.
Well, when you played in high school for Brother Rice High School, you were the captain of that team, correct? Senior
Correct.
year?
Yeah.
Now, has your role coming into Tier 2 junior hockey here in your first year, has your role changed a little bit? And if so, how?
Well, yeah, I think everyone has to, but we all just find our new role, and I think role now is just hard. I don't know. I have some good leaders to look up to. There's some really good veterans that have played for us, and here right now is follow them and work my off every game.
Veterans, you've played now for over a month since October 3rd with veteran wingers Austin Albrecht and Johnny Lazarus. That line has been intact since the home opener. I've started to call it the 20s line. All three skaters with number 20-something on their jerseys. It's actually a bit confusing from a broadcaster's point of view, but it's been probably the most consistent line lately. What is it about you three that just seems to have the magic touch?
Oh, well, it's not really something you can really explain, but
Yeah.
I think we just have good chemistry, and we all bring different things to the table, and I think we all just work well together. Um, all grinders, I think. We all work hard on the ice, and we all work hard on and off the puck. And I think it's just now it's our hopefully we can.
Working hard. As a Michigan guy, you're a fan of Steve Yzerman, one of the hardest working players probably in the history of the National Hockey League. So, what is it other than his work ethic? What are some things about his game, the Red Wing legend Steve Yzerman, that inspire you to play the way you do?
Bearsman's arguably the uh, captain. I know that he's also a defensive forward, like I try to be. Um, he's also a center. Um, I try to model my game after him. Uh,
This is your first season in junior hockey. What what does the future hold for you? What are your expectations for playing with the Wichita Falls Wildcats? What are your plans?
well, I hope to play college hockey. I think it's everyone's goal on this team. But as for now, I just gotta keep working.
Oh, and by the way, happy 19th birthday tomorrow. You turn 19. Do you have any big plans?
Not really much. But I think the whole team is gonna come over to our Bill house, and we're gonna have some hamburgers in an hour or so, and just more hockey. So
Sounds perfect. I expect an invitation.
that one.
So I've got one last question for you, Nick. How do the Wildcats defeat the Jackalopes tonight? You've played them 3 times. What's the key to taking down Odessa in their own building?
I think we'll be successful if we play defense first. That's our main priority. After that, we'll just let ourselves.
Extremely good team on home ice this season. They've only lost one game here at the Ector County Coliseum, and that came in a shootout at the hands of the Amarillo Bulls. So best of luck to you tonight, Nick. And again, we really appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
That's Nick Rosa, and I'm Alex Von Coydel, the voice of your Wildcats. We'll be back with you in just a few short moments to bring you your second period. Stay tuned. And we hope you enjoyed that intermission interview with Wildcats center Nick Rosa, who has had a fantastic season thus far for Coach LaFontaine and the Wildcats. Nick Rosa with 11 points on the year, a +6 rating, has centered the hottest line of late for the Wichita Falls Wildcats. He's in between veteran wingers Austin Albrecht and Johnny Lazarus, who unfortunately have still got no update on him. And we saw him exit the Ector County Coliseum ice early on in the first period, probably after the first shift. He has not returned. He didn't look like he was dazed or stung up or anything like that, so my guess is that there was some sort of equipment issue. He was unavailable for nearly the entire first period, so in his stead, Coach LaFontaine rotated a few players, Andre Paisan, Nikita Litviak, and a couple others. Once again, the score of this game, 1-0. Unfortunately, there are no other games around the league going on tonight because it's a Tuesday night, so this is the only game I can update you on. Shots on goal favoring the Odessa Jackalopes after one period of play, 13-10. Kapelmaster had to come up with a few big saves. He's trying to bounce back from certainly not his best weekend last weekend against the Topeka Roadrunners. Couple penalties as well, one on either side. Rourke Russell and Cooper Zek, both blue liners, taking penalties. Rourke Russell just 2 minutes into the game for head contact, and Cooper Zek 2 minutes for slashing. He actually broke the stick of Garrett Van Wy, which he would later score a goal. Obviously not with the same stick, perhaps the old one. It's a good thing it was broken. He's got a new piece of lumber. Maybe that's the way to go. He scored just 3 minutes after, I think it was his first shift after breaking his stick. It happened about a minute after the Jim Arnold collision power play came to an end. And that brings us to now 1-0 Wildcats. We're about halfway through our second intermission. We're going to take another short break here at the Ector County Coliseum and be back with you in a few minutes to bring you your second period of Wildcats hockey, brought to you by American Classifieds. Don't go away. Back to tonight's Tuesday broadcast here from the Ector County Coliseum in West Texas. I'm Alex Von Coitel, bringing you Wildcats hockey presented by Armored Roofing. Wildcats lead 1-0 after one period of play. 23 shots on goal, 13 of which were taken by the Jackalopes. So the Wildcats trailing in that department, but leading in the department that matters. On the scoreboard, 1-0. The only goal coming off the stick of Garrett Van Wy. There was another goal that was scored by Matthew Rippon, but it was disallowed because, I believe, because the net was dislodged, partially at least, enough to discredit the goal, and that's exactly what the official tonight, Tim Farrell, did. Cats have got a pretty busy week here coming up, a busy couple of weeks actually. They played their first Tuesday night game of the season here tonight, traveling back to Wichita Falls, the 4.5-hour or so bus ride back tonight, followed by a home game against these very same Jacks this Friday night. And after the home against Odessa, the Wildcats get right back on a bus and go back out to West Texas to Amarillo to play the Bulls. So probably the busiest week of the year aside from the showcase for the Wildcats as far as games are concerned. And the following week, they travel to suburban Fort Worth on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, to play the red-hot Lone Star Brahmas in their own building. Always a difficult barn to play in. They get 1 day off for Thanksgiving, and then they're right back on the road again. They come right back here to the Ector County Coliseum to play their first series in Odessa against the Jacks. Not be an easy ride over the course of the next couple of weeks for Wichita Falls Wildcats, who have been outstanding this season, to say the least. Some more good news, it looks like Johnny Lazarus is back out there, and he is warming up, getting himself all stretched out on the ice near the neutral zone. Aside the official Tim Farrell. Like what we predicted was the case. It looks like Johnny Lazarus only had an equipment issue, nothing more, as he is up and skating around just fine out there. Looks happy as ever to be doing it. He'll be joining his longtime line mates Nick Rosa and Austin Albrecht to take the opening face-off of period 2. In just a few seconds here. He lines up across from Hampus Shodal's line, so a different matchup now. A different look coming from the Jackalopes head coach Greg Gatto as he inserts his top line to play fire with fire against the Wildcats. Most dangerous line of late with Nick Rosa, Johnny Lazarus, and Austin Albrecht. Action is underway, and the Jackalopes could have an odd man rush. Hampus Shodal skates it down the left wing side, defended by Demontis Sipis, who takes him into the end wall and out of the play. Rosa overskates it, but it's chipped up the wing for Albrecht by Sipis. Stolen away from him in neutral ice. And given to the near side for Graymar, who's got some space. Slams it off the glass into the offensive zone for Rippon, but he was caught offside, so we get our first whistle of period 2, brought to you by American Classifieds. 35 seconds have gone by, no shots in the second period. We got a neutral zone face-off upcoming here. Rattled in behind Kapelmaster's net. He's out behind to play the puck. Rourke Russell on the left side. Shoots it off the boards and finds Nikita Litviak, who's in. Litviak to the goal. He shoots. Stick save by Schatzer, his best save of the night. Litviak is tripped up. No penalty against the Jackalopes. They battle away for possession of that loose puck along the far corner boards. Jarred free above the outstretched glove of Litviak. Glove down by Rourke Russell, who pinches in from the blue line. Batted loose. Beaulieu tried to scoop it up, but the Jackalopes emerging with it. Cooper Zek in his own zone. Shoots it up, intended for Carreras, who was brought out of the play by Michael Rounds from behind. Austin Beaulieu hooks one off the glass and out to center. Cooper Zek intercepting. Jabbed free for Litviak on the right wing side. Skates in and takes the shot. He's hauled down. No penalty. held alive, far half boards by Austin Bolio, given away and behind the net, and here's Andrew McLean. Out to center, went off the stick of Dalton and into the offensive zone. Behind the Wildcats net now, Carreras pinned to the end boards by Dalton. Kept in from the far point from Corrali. On the right wing side, Reisinger takes a long shot and a stick save is made in goal. Here's Zach. Intercepted. Yeager read the puck beautifully. He skates in. Yeager lost a handle on it, turns and shoots. It missed the blocker side of Schatzer. Back to the point. Dalton takes a long shot. Picked up by Zek and shot all the way down into the Wildcat zone behind the net. Kappelmaster plays it around the boards and it goes all the way down into the Odessa zone. Icing will not be called. That took a long time for the linesman to make up his mind on that. The Wildcats were hesitant to make that line change. Meanwhile, the Jackalopes dump it into the Wildcat zone. Sipus wraps it around the boards. This time, icing will be called. Michael Fasani's got his arm in the air, and the Wildcats will be tasked with a defensive zone faceoff. Up in the face-off circle, Taylor Gatto, the son of head coach Greg Gatto for Odessa, chipped it in behind the Wildcats net. Sipus just taking a man down in behind the play, and Carter Wade, and the Cats emerge with it. Garrett Van Wy on the left side. Shoots it off a stick onto Ryan Burnett's tape. He's in. Ryan Burnett shoots. Pad save by Schatzer. He didn't know where it was, but he made the stop. Alexi Poikala skates it behind the net, looks for somewhere to go, slams on the break, centers, missed Van Wy, goes all the way through. As Gatto is shouldered off the puck by Garrett Van Wy, and the Jacks escape out into the offensive zone. Shot into neutral ice onto Schultz's tape, and Cooper Zek has it in his own end. Faulkner's got it. Played it off Wade's stick and into the Wildcat zone. Rourke Russell dropped it off through Baum's legs. Jeff Baum behind his own cage. Out to center, his pass missed its intended target in Johnny Lazarus, who appears to be just fine. He is, however, wearing a cage now, so I wonder if there was something that happened in his face. Nick Rosa, for Austin Albrecht, skates it down through center ice. Sets up Lazarus on the right side. Put it in front for Albrecht, whose shot is stopped right on by Schatzer. Another big save. The Cats have leveled the score as far as shots are concerned, and the net has been dislodged, which is why we've got another whistle. What a save by Dean Schatzer. Chips it back to the point, stripped of rounds by Carreras. Left wing side, Carreras holds, shoots, stopped by Kappelmaster, no rebound, he hangs on. And a Donnybrook ensuing after the fact. A bunch of players convening in the blue ice now and going at it with each other. Looks like that is Brandon Tucker who's down. Tied for the lead in points on this team, Brandon Tucker with 15 on the year. A couple of Wildcats with more than that. Austin Albrecht and Ben Lown, 20 and 16 respectively. Litviak tied with Tucker and Shodal with 15. And it looks as though Adam Goodsir has just been given a penalty, probably for roughing after what ensued there. So for the second time tonight, the Wildcats have a chance on the Parkway Grill penalty kill to show what they're made of. Derek Brown sets up McLean for a one-timer, and it was stopped by Kappelmaster, and the puck is cleared all the way down. That was a heavy shot fired on goal by Andrew McLean, one of the top defensemen on Greg Gatto's Odessa Jackalopes. Hampus Shodal negotiates his way into the Wildcat zone, takes it behind the net, guides it back to the point. Corrali calmly keeps it in, returns the pass. Derek Brown's got it. Half board, skates into the circle, takes a shot. Pad save by Kappelmaster. Litviak backhands one off the boards, but not out. Held in McLean, diving at it there was Litviak to get it just over the blue line. But no, says the official, it was held in. Corrali steps in, takes a shot, went off the glass and behind the net. Shodal slides it across, a bit behind Graymar. McLean, left point, Corrali, deep slot, holds on, sets up Shodal. Far corner. Places with Corrali and shoots it into an empty corner. Farrell, the referee tonight. Derek Brown centers. Shodal scoops behind the net, sets up Corrali for a one-timer, which is stopped by Kappelmaster. Wildcats have killed off the majority of this power play, but still some time to go. 45 seconds remain on it. For Odessa, Jeff Baum, Dementis Sipis, Eric Yeager, and Max Reisinger on the ice. For the Wildcats, 3 of the 4 of them are veterans. Cooper Zek walks the blue line. Eric Herrera skates into the slot and fires. It was blocked down by Yeager, picked up by Sipis, who will turn behind his own goal and rattle it off the boards and out to Reisinger, who finds Eric Yeager. Stripped of it by Eric Carreras in the neutral zone, guided back to Cooper Zek in his own zone. Saucers a pass ahead. Jake Levin. Matthew Rippon. Carreras gives him the return pass, beautifully sets him up, and Matthew Rippon had his stick lifted from behind by Jeff Baum, who's saved a big scoring chance. Here's Levin shooting, went off the post. Baum's got it. Sipis will clear. And that's going to do it for the Jackalopes' second power play of the night. The Wildcats are 2 for 2 on the Parkway Grill penalty kill. Rounds for Dementis Sipis. Garrett Van Wy, between his skates, tried to chip it ahead, but it was kept in by the Odessa Jackalopes. Zach Zek. The other direction, played it off the side boards. Burnett's going to be first to it in the foot race and plays it around the end wall. Eric Carreras chips it out to center where Rourke Russell can take over. Softly trickles one into the Odessa zone. Played there by Matt Meininger. Zek tried to find a wide open man lurking in behind the play in Luke Schultz, but it was picked off as Rourke Russell has possession now. He has to turn away from Schultz. Rourke Russell still with the puck on your screen. Feeds Johnny Lazarus, who plays it through center ice, and Van Wy played it across, intended for Poikala. Lazarus goes down. The Jackalopes recover possession. Andrew McLean flies down the left wing side and across the line. McLean steps in behind Michael Rounds. Wildcats win possession, but it's turned over to Schultz, whose shot is right into the glove of Kappelmaster, and he's made another save. That's going to be his 19th on the night. Wildcats started out this period with the only team to have gotten any kind of shots on goal. They started with 3. The Jackalopes had none. They have fired 6 consecutive shots on goal unanswered. Kappelmaster has answered. He stopped all of them. 19 for 19 on the night. Nick Rosa with a defensive zone draw wins it back behind the net. Dalton's after it. Jake Dalton really had his pocket picked, manages to work it out to center. Johnny Lazarus is onside, right side. He takes the shot into the glove of Schatzer, and that's the first shot the Cats have managed in quite some time. And a bit of an altercation ensuing after the whistle. Rosa will take the draw in the offensive zone now, and he's countered by Matthew Rippon. Rippon, another guy who's having a pretty successful year for the Jackalopes. He's played well against the Wildcats, and in all the games played them. He scored his first and only goal of the season against Wichita Falls a few weeks ago at the KYC. Austin Albrecht with a backhand shot, fought off, rebound, fanned on by Dalton. Picked up by Taylor Gatto. Through the middle for Matthew Rippon. Lost a handle on the puck, which has been cleared out to center, but no further. Matt Meininger will flip it into the near corner. Matt Hines is first there. Carter Wade pressuring him. Rosa turned it over behind his own goal. Oh, and then he just takes Graymar out of the play after having turned the puck over to him, so Rosa never giving up on it. Shodal back around the end boards. Hines took a bit of a chop there from Carter Wade, no penalty. Held in at the point by Faulkner. Litviak tried to chip it past him, and he did. Rosa's got a 2-on-1, maybe a 3-on-1. Albrecht far side, takes the pass from Rosa, fans on the pass, which was intended for Litviak. Goodness, that was an odd man rush, and the Wildcats had nothing to show for it. As Litviak turns and shoots off the side of the goal, Litviak is hauled down, and the net has been knocked loose, so we get another whistle stopping play as we near the midway point of period 2, brought to you by American Classifieds. 10:45 to go here in period 2. 1-0 still the score in favor of the Wildcats. The only goal in this game, as we're nearing the halfway point of regulation time, has been scored by Garrett Van Wy late in period 1. Adam Goodser now lines up across Hampus Shodal, the leading scorer for the Odessa Jackalopes. Goodser being escorted out of the face-off circle and replaced by Austin Beaulieu, who won it. Beaulieu won a rare face-off. He's tripped up, manages to get it in behind the net for Litviak. Litviak using his frame to protect the puck. Baum broke his stick on the one-timer, and as a result, it could be a 2-on-1 the other direction. Graymar chips it past Sipis. Sipis trips him up, and that will be a penalty against the big Lithuanian defenseman, Demantis Sipis. He's going to have a seat. The Odessa Jackalopes will go to their third power play of the night. Wildcats have not had the calls on their favor here tonight. There were certainly a couple of chances down in the Jackalope zone in this period where there easily could have been tripping calls, but they were ignored by the referee, Tim Farrell. And he did not ignore that trip from Sipis. He did not like the big guy tripping up the little guy. Pass all the way back to the blue line. Held in by McLean, guided across for Corrali. The two of them playing give and go all game long as a one-timer from McLean is soaked up in the goal mouth by Kappelmaster, and he's made his 20th save. It looks like we've got a broken stick down there. Rourke Russell missing a piece of lumber. Looked like it was just the blade of the stick was just cut clean off. The rest of the stick is still intact. Kappelmaster held on to that one because it could have been a 5-on-3.5. The Jackalopes, who were buzzing in the Wildcat zone. A minute 24 remains on the Demantis Sipis tripping penalty. Exactly 10 minutes remain in period 2, so we're exactly halfway through regulation time with the Wildcats leading the Jackalopes by a score of 1-0. It looks like we've got some scoreboard confusion here. The penalty clock reads 2 minutes. That can't be right. And the timekeeper is trying to fix the clock up there. They have done so. It reads 1.5 minutes now. We're back underway. The Jackalopes win the draw. Corrali holds it in, played it down the half boards for Derek Brown. The Niagara commit, and it's guided back to Corrali, who coughs it up at the blue line, so he will have to regroup in his own zone. He goes D to D for McLean, and that's going to sound like a broken record here tonight. The two of them probably playing more than half of the game up till this point. Corrali's got it. Right point, gives the return pass to Derek Brown. Right circle, played in behind. Shodal holds, goal line, back to Corrali with a quick wrist shot that's fought off by Kappelmaster. Played back to the left point, a cross-ice pass redirected by Yeager into the glove of Kappelmaster. Shodal would have had the puck in a good scoring position. Yeager poked at, or lunged at it, I should say. It redirected all the way from the high slot right into Kappelmaster's glove with some speed. He had to be alert on that one. Not as easy as it looks. Here's Zach. Jake Levin. Cooper Zach. Levin's open. He finds him. Levin's one-timer blocked down easily by Baum, who clears all the way down and wasted no time doing so. Schatzer is just going to hang on. He did not like the sight of Andre Pizon closing in on him, and who can blame him? 28 seconds to go on this Demontis Sipus tripping penalty. 8 minutes and 57 seconds remain in period 2. 1-0 remains the score. In favor of the Wildcats, 21-14 are the shots on goal. Jake Levin. Skates it ahead. Here's Cooper Zach, the younger brother to Zach, who he missed on the pass. Luke Schultz colliding in behind the Wildcats goal. Knocked free back to Levin, who hammers one that goes right through the blue paint and wide. Cooper Zach plays it towards the corner. Advanced in behind the net. Ryan McKellar has played off the puck. The Wildcats have done it. They are 3 for 3 on the Parkway Grill penalty kill. Here's a long wrist shot blocked down in front. And the Cats finally escape their own zone with the puck. Sipus chips it ahead for Reisinger. Max Reisinger, right wing side, guides it across a bit behind Van Wy, who just chips it in behind the Odessa goal and goes for a line change. Garrett Van Wy, in across the blue line. Poikla misread the pass, tried to set up Burnett and recover, but it went through his skates. Garrett Van Wy chips it back to an open Dalton, takes the shot through traffic, redirected and stopped by Schatzer, and the Jacks are out to center. Carreras floats it into the near corner, beats Dalton to it. They collide along the corner boards. Poikala pokes it free. Dalton's got it now. With some time and his head up, looks to make an outlet pass, and he gets it out to center. Ryan Burnett tried to bat the puck down out of midair, but failed to do so, so icing will be the result against the Wildcats. 7.5 to go here in period 2. 1-0 still the score. The only goal in this game being scored nearly a full 20 minutes of hockey ago by Garrett Van Wy, the 14-minute mark of period 1. The Wildcats now on a defensive zone draw. Alexei Poikala will be countered by Matthew Rippon. Here's a sharp shot that was fought off by Kappelmaster, so he's got his 22nd of the night. Jake Dalton slams on the brakes behind his own goal. Carreras on the forecheck. Here's Alexei Poikala. Middle for Rourke Russell and across the line. Van Wy right side tried to return. He was hoping for Russell. It went off a skate, and here come the Jacks. It's a 3-on-2. Matt Rippon right wing side. Hines lost an edge. Rippon tried to put it in front, stick to side by Kappelmaster. Brandon Tucker scoops it up, protecting that puck well on his backhand. Kicked free from Van Wy, but not out. Held in Meininger. Played in behind the net. Russell's got it. Rourke Russell safely plays it behind his own goal for Matt Hines. Hines springs one out to center ice, redirected into the offensive zone by Garrett Van Wy. Ryan Burnett will be first to it. He's got some time, tried to play it across. It was picked off in the slot and sent the other way. The Jackalopes are in the offensive zone on an offside play from Carter Wade, so we get a whistle. And another stoppage here. 6.5 to go in period 2, 1-0 Wildcats. As we approach the waning stages of the middle frame. Got a media timeout. Just a reminder to all of our fans watching on Fast Hockey or listening on YouTube, go ahead and send us a quick message. Send the Wildcats Twitter page a quick message. Let us know where you're watching it from, perhaps why you're watching. We'll be sure to give you a shout out here before the game comes to an end. Play resumes. Nick Rosa in the neutral zone dumps it into the offensive zone. McLean shoved off the puck by Johnny Lazarus, who looks to center. He wanted Rosa, but it came loose, and the Jackalopes escape with the puck out to center. A long backhand clearing attempt went a little bit too far. Icing being waved off by the linesman Tyler Loftus. Puck into the middle, missed the stick of Graymar, held in McLean, guided to Corrali, played in the slot and picked off by Rounds. As Lazarus feeds it across. That was Rosa, rather. Lazarus has it now, sets up Albrecht. Albrecht is in, he shoots, fought off by Schatzer. Loose puck rolls towards the opposite corner, and Corrali will escape his own zone. Derek Brown drops it off beautifully. Corrali returns it beautifully. Here's a backhand shot from Brown that missed the net up high. All the while, the Jackalopes' best have come to play tonight, that's for sure. It looks like it's only a matter of time before they put one in the net. 5.5 to go in period 2. 1-0 remains the score. Shots favoring the Jacks 22-16. But the Wildcats leading on the scoreboard 1-0. Here's Adam Goodsir across the Odessa line with Litviak right behind him. Will he go to him? No, he goes to Sipus. He shoots, redirected by Beaulieu and up and over the net. Beaulieu played it to himself off the end boards. Played it back to Sipus. Sipus going D-to-D for Baum, whose shot is redirected by Litviak. Steered into the blue ice there by Litviak from behind the net and covered up alertly by the goaltender Dean Schatzer. Exactly 5 minutes remain in period 2. 1-0 remains the score in favor of the Wildcats, who will now get an offensive zone face-off to the right of Dean Schatzer. And it looks like Taylor Gatto is being escorted to the Jackalopes penalty box. Like Gatto's going to get the call for high sticking. The Wildcats on their second opportunity tonight on the Jim Arnold Collision power play. The second best power play in the North American Hockey League. Going to work on your screen now as Jeff Baum takes a long wrist shot from the deep slot, and it was gloved easily by Dean Schatzer, the Dartmouth University commit. Apologies, the penalty was for roughing. Taylor Gatto got 2 minutes for roughing, not high sticking. Jeff Baum across for Lazarus. High slot towards the corner. Litviak steered it through the net mouth. It went off the ref. And the Jackalopes could have a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Brandon Tucker with Matt Rippon. Tucker tried to feed it in front for Rippon. Gloved down by Baum as a follow-up shot. Missed the net up high, and the Cats are back out to center ice with it, as now they could have an odd man rush. Litviak gains the blue line, holds on, looks for the trailer, drops it off for him. It's Lazarus. Lazarus, right side, skates in, played it into the middle. A one-timer from Reisinger. He didn't get all of it, so Shodal just picked up the loose puck and fired it all the way down.
Go, Jacks, go! Go, Jacks, go! Go, Jacks, go!
Alexei Poikla in the neutral zone for Austin Beaulieu, who recovered on time to be onside. Here's Andre Paisan putting on the brakes and having a look. Played it towards the corner. Poikla's got it now. Deals it on back to the blue line. Jake Dalton walks it. Sets up Beaulieu. Beaulieu across for a one-timer from Poikla. He didn't get all of it, but Schatzer made the save. Rolls towards the corner. Poikla played it across. Beaulieu's open. He shoots. Pad saves Schatzer. And Shodal scrambles to clear the puck all the way down. Half a minute remains on this Jim Arnold Collision power play, which has been excellent for the Cats. And they deserve a goal after all that pressure. Jake Dalton. Time for one last rush on this man advantage. Austin Beaulieu puts on the brakes and drops it off. Knocked free. It's a 2-on-1 for Odessa. Eric Carreras is after it. He sets up Derek Brown wide open on a breakaway, shorthanded. He scores! What a move by Derek Brown, short-handed after having been set up perfectly by Eric Carreras. Brown with his 12th point of the year for the Jackalopes and his 3rd goal. Brown, of course, a Niagara University commit. Very possible he may end up playing with Nick Farmer, former Wildcat. I'd like to give a quick shout out to Roger Burnett, who is tuning in to tonight's game on fasthockey.com. He's watching Ryan Burnett play some hockey on what he called a bonus night. What better way to describe a Tuesday night of hockey here in the North American Hockey League? Those are pretty few and far between. But thank you very much to Roger Burnett. We really appreciate you tuning in and enjoying some Wildcats hockey. In spite of the fact that the game has just been tied by Derek Brown on a beautiful short-handed goal in which he deked Kapellmaster from left to right and slid it right in between his pads. He got him to open the 5-hole and took advantage. Perfectly executed move by Derek Brown. So this game's all tied up at 1. We've got just over 2 minutes remaining here in period 2. Michael Round sets up Austin Albrecht with some speed. Tried to finesse his way by Levin. No luck with that. Rosa rattles it in behind the net. Albrecht tried to center for Lazarus. Popped up into the air. It's loose in front. They score! Austin Albrecht, I believe, just batted it out of midair. It trickled up and over the net from behind the goal. And once again, the 20s line comes through. Perhaps it was Rosa. He's leading the line back to the bench. Not sure which one of them, if it was Rosa or Albrecht. They were both there in front of the net. I believe it's going to be Nick Rosa with the goal. But once again, the 20s line coming through for Coach LaFontaine and the Cats. And immediately the Wildcats have responded, and they lead once again 2-1. Public address announcer here saying it was Lazarus with the goal. And I, for one, do not believe that to be the correct call, as Tucker takes a long shot that was blocked partially by Baum. It ended up over the net and out of play. I don't believe it could have been knocked in by Lazarus. It looked, from my point of view, it looked like Albrecht took the last whack at the puck, and Rosa led the line back to the bench, which typically is done by the goal scorer. So it could be one of 3 players. Not sure I've ever been more unsure of who scored a goal all season long. A broadcaster's nightmare when all 3 players on one line wear a similar number, all in the 20s. Raleigh shoots it into the Wildcat zone. It's redirected back into the Jack zone by Andre Paisan. And the last minute of Wildcats hockey is brought to you by La Quinta Inn & Suites, the official host hotel of your Wichita Falls Wildcats.
1 minute left in the second period of play.
And the Jacks have scored again. Daniel Corrali let it rip from the blue line. And my goodness, is this a back and forth game or what? I believe it will be number 10. Daniel Corrali getting credit for this goal. He just took the shot through traffic. Kapellmaster never saw it. Looked like a harmless shot, but when you've got traffic and you know how to shoot through it, harmless shots can become harmful pretty quick. And it certainly did there. It's up and down Tuesday night of hockey here at the Ector County Coliseum. I'd like to give another shout out to the Castle family watching from Okemos, Michigan. Adam Goodsir's girlfriend, Ryan Castle, and her family tuning in to FastHockey.com to watch some Wildcats hockey. Litviak played it across on a stuff attempt from the side of the goal from Goodsir. Just came inches away from going in. Half a minute remains here in this period. A cross-ice pass picked off there by Baum. Some up-tempo hockey here the last 25 seconds. Helter-skelter in the rink. Litviak tried to slide it in front for Beaulieu. Got it back. Litviak dropped it off. Not far enough. Goodsir takes a one-timer that scorches just wide. Rounds takes a shot from a bad angle. Blocked. Goes back to the far point. Russell towards the corner. Beaulieu's got it. Sets up Rounds. He's open. He shoots. Blocked by Carreras. And the Jackalopes clear out to center. And a good defensive play is made by Beaulieu. He just stopped a breakaway from Brandon Tucker. In the last 5 seconds, that could have been disaster. But disaster was averted. Nevertheless, an up-and-down game this has been. 2-2 after 2. Shots on goal favoring the Jackalopes 24-22. So this has been an exciting Tuesday night of hockey. And we couldn't have really asked for a better game to bring your way. Meanwhile, from the Ector County Coliseum, we're going to take a short break. And for your second period intermission report, we're going to be playing back some highlights from last weekend's games against the Topeka Roadrunners in case you missed them. Meantime, we're going to take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.